Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Rin Reviews. Today, I am reviewing the new Marvel TV show, Ironheart. Going into watching this, I was excited to see more of Ironheart finally after, seeing her debut in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But I also didn't really have high hopes just because of how little marketing there was behind the show and that they did the release schedule where they only had it released 2 days. They released the first three episodes and then the next week they released the last three. So I wasn't really expecting it to be the greatest show, but honestly, it was really, really good. I thought it was definitely one of the better of the Marvel shows from Phase 5. Overall, I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10 rating. A lot of the cinematography and a lot of the shots and everything looked really, really cool. And I also love that they have her using like a practical suit rather than like the nanotech suits and stuff that we've been seeing more recently. And as much as people like to hate on her suit and the design of it and the way it looks and everything, I thought it looked absolutely incredible. And like my favorite scene of the entire show was when she like is running from being chased by a van, and they show a little bit of it in one of the trailers, but she's being chased by a van and she like runs and the suit goes up as she's like jumping, and like she flips around and everything and punches down the van, and it just looks so cool. Like that scene had me like jumping up and being like, hell yeah, let's go. And just like the fighting in general, like some of the characters in other movies and shows we've seen recently where it's like that person would not be able to beat this person in a fight. I think they did that like power scaling very well, because there are moments where Riri is in a fight and I'm like, yeah, there's no way she would beat them just by like fighting like normally, like brute force fighting. And she does kind of get her ass kicked, and then she utilizes other tools to help her in the fight, which I think showcases her character incredibly well. I also thought it was really, really cool that they finally actually put a face to Mephisto, because they've mentioned Mephisto a few times in the MCU now. And now that we actually have a face to the character, it makes me super excited to see the future of like the supernatural magic y side of the MCU finally. Another thing regarding all the characters was they were all very good characters. Like they all played their roles very well. Like for example, Anthony Ramos as Parker or the Hood was such an intriguing villain, and getting to see Ezekiel Stain too was really, really cool. But the villains were just actually intriguing and actually had substance to them, which is contrary to a lot of the other Marvel TV shows we've seen recently where it's just kind of a stupid, silly villain. But these villains actually like had motivation, and you understood their motivation and they played into it very well. But definitely overall, I would recommend you to go watch the show, especially if you're a Marvel fan. And if you like shows like Agatha All Along, the more like supernaturally type of shows when it comes to Marvel, this show is definitely for you. The magic and the technology combining is such a cool concept, and I love that they did that. But with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.